Hello, everyone. How are you today? Today, wherever you're from in this beautiful world. It is strange out there, but it's definitely a beautiful day. For me, it is anyway. I hope it is for you guys. We got a great panel here. We got Miscellaneous Magnets, Thomas Metal 75, and Bumpy Road Brewery. Thank you guys for being here.
What's
Appreciate it.
No problem.
So,
Happy St. Patty's Day to everyone.
happy St. Patty's
Happy
Day.
St.
For real.
Patty's Day.
You gotta get your meat and your potatoes for the St.
Dude.
Patrick's Day meal.
Oh, yeah.
American beer. What the hell?
So we're gonna start today going counterclockwise. Below me, I'll start with Bumpy Road Brewery, and we'll go to Thomas, and then to Miscellaneous, and then to me at the end, and we'll do our scores after that. One more round. And, talk after that, and get on with our weary ways. All right, cool. I'm ready if you're ready, Bumpy.
Go. All cylinders fire. The beer that I am bringing, now I'm matching this up with the cheese. I'll talk about that afterwards. But this is out of the UK. It is Old Speckled Hen, and it says it's a fine ale. I don't know if that classifies it as like a pale ale or if it's like an ESB type, but
I think it is
a fine ale.
maybe.
Yeah, 5% ABV. Very good beer. These are some of those beers that just have kicking around in the fridge sometimes, and they're enjoyable to drink. Go ahead and pop this open. I'll pour it in a glass this time for everybody. Very gluggy bottle. The head is a little bit off white on this. Fairly small bubbles. It looks more white on camera, of course, but it's kind of got like a little bit of a creamy color to the head. The beer color itself is kind of a light amber, deep gold, very, very clear. The aromas, extreme malt aromas, very toffee-like. There's almost a bit of like a date or prune type nose in there as well with it, but extreme toffee for sure. All right, first swig on this thing. Cheers. Yeah, it's very big, rich, bready malts like dark bread crust, coffee. It's a big, malty flavored beer. So I say big, 5%. So, like I said, this is imported from England. And the cheese I'm going to pair this with is also from England. It is a black truffle cheddar cheese. That's the package.
Ooh.
This is what the cheese looks like. I sliced some up already. I can tell it's going to be a good cheese because when I was cutting open the package and when I was cutting the cheese, my dogs came out and they were very excited. They wanted to get at the plate. But yeah, you can kind of see like it has a little bits of black truffle in there. Pretty strong aroma. Stronger than like if you get like the cheddar cheese, like the Vermont cheddar cheeses and stuff like that, where they're very sharp and everything. This has, I don't know, kind of a damp type note to it. Kind of a pungent smell. A little bit earthy as well. But let's go and taste some of it. Wow, this is a really good cheese. Really strong. It is very dry. It's dry in my mouth out. But it's all those aromas I was kind of talking about are like tenfold in the flavor factor. get the truffle, kind of like a earthy, mushroomy type deal going on with that. You get the nice pungent sharpness out of the cheddar. Mm. See how it pairs with the Old Speckled Hen. Very good. It takes the sweetness a little bit out of the Old Speckled Hen. Kind of knocks down that toffee note just a little bit. Kind of, it makes it taste a little bit more like a pale ale or an ESB. Bitterness kind of comes through a little bit more, and yeah, the malts stuff come through differently. They come through more of the grain and the bread, and that toffee note's kind of taken down a bit with this cheese. Cheese flavor does come back around again after drinking the beer, though. Got a winner this week, I think. Delicious.
Nice, dude. That sounds good.
That's awesome.
Sometimes that toffee can get a little bit too much. And so it's nice that it kind of broke it down like that. And that sounded good. That'd be good better. Cool, man. Well, thank you, Bumpy. Well, Thomas, are you ready? Cool.
Ready. I think I'm good. Okay. So actually I had a couple of different cheeses, it turns out, but this is the easiest one to consume right now. State of Vermont Cabot cheese. This is called Seriously Sharp cheddar cheese, and you can get these in little snack varieties. It's not the string cheese, but it's an actual little snack, tiny little block of cheese, cheddar cheese. And I'm gonna have that with a meat and potatoes dinner stout. This is 7.7% from the Allured Hobo Brewing Company, which is in Woburn, Massachusetts. They say 7.5 on Untapped. And I'm going to pour this beer now. Every good meal deserves a great beer. This is why we are serving meat potatoes with your dinner tonight. We've cooked up a classic American stout with slight hop twist to stand up to the heartiest of meals. Bold flavors. There were no meat and potatoes harmed in the brewing of this beer, they say. All right. Sure. Dark red. Dark red mahogany. But yeah, pretty dark in the glass with a nice looking tan mocha head. I poured that sucker with, if you spread it out, you can be any amount of fingers. 3 fingers, 2.5 maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. The nose on this one is ultra roasty, not smoky, but it's very like espresso coffee roasty. Definitely has there's like a lactic kind of a souring note to it on this one. Baker's type dark chocolate. And I'm getting the brown bread crust toasty notes. Maybe some figs or raisins. Yeah, it kind of has with a little bit of a sweet molasses kind of a note. It definitely has a big smell of an imperial stout without it being too crazy in the ABV. Cheers, meat and potatoes.
Man, I love the name, man. I love it. It sounds crazy. Hardcore, like Irish sounding altogether.
Pretty much. Right from Massachusetts.
Or Scottish, I guess.
11/18, I think 2019. That's still okay. Yeah, big roasty, almost like a lactic milk kind of sourness to it. Like if you've ever had just plain dark coffee or roast coffee without any cream in it, the way that kind of a beverage finishes, that's how this tastes. Dark baker's chocolate. That espresso kind of note is coming out of this one. Yeah, brown bread crust, a lot of that, and the dark fruits, like I mentioned. Medium, definitely on the side of full, but I would say straight up medium for me. It is pretty crisp. It's semi-dry on the wet side. I know it's beer, it's wet. And not really refreshing, but I mean, for the style and how big of the beer it is, it's pretty bold. Yeah. Yeah, let's try the ridiculously, what do they call this? Seriously sharp cheddar cheese from Cabot in Vermont. All they gonna say about this one is it's good with smoky meat, spicy curries, and shredded over a steaming bowl of pasta. This is for cheddar lovers who crave and taste of the unexpected. Okay, whatever. That's a dumb thing to say. Okay, here's the cheese. Let's try the cheese. Ridiculously sharp or seriously sharp. I guess it's on the medium side of sharpness. It's creamy. It's kind of got that milky flavor to it. It definitely has a nuttiness to it, and there's definitely some crazy sharpness, but not cut your head off. I would call this a medium sharpness. If you don't really like sharp cheese, you might not like it, but it's not the sharpest cheese in the world. We'll see if it goes with the roasty, toasty notes of this Imperial Stout. And maybe some of the lactic milk flavors. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. Actually, more of the sharpness is coming out and more of the milky, creamy aspect to the cheese is coming out. So if you really want a sharp tasting cheese and a bold drinking beer, even an Imperial Stout would work, but this American Stout, meat and potatoes, is doing the job. Cheers.
All right, man. That's
Cheers.
awesome. That was a great review, man.
Damn.
Both of you guys so far, it's been great, man. Thank you. Hey, Sun City, what's up, man? Cheers, bro.
Salute. And then yeah, Will ain't average, man. Ain't nothing against you, man. We just don't do the music here. If anybody does, it's Beer Man. So anyways, cheers,
I
man.
might go live after too, since it is St. Patty's. I kind of forgot about that. Or I'll find some other place to go to. If you guys are partying, I'll party somewhere. But
The government won't allow you to do that. No, you can't do that.
all right, brother.
Oh, all right, guys. So
Look at that shirt.
yeah, guys. If you guys don't got one, go get one. They're not expensive by any means. Some of the market I've seen other vendors and other tubers have. It can be crazy. But anyways, I got something here by Victory. It's called a Java Cask. This is a coffee stout aged in bourbon barrels. Let me see.
Excuse me.
This bottle says enjoy by October 11th, 2019. I did not see that when I purchased this bottle. I paid $8.13 for this bottle of beer.
Woo, damn.
Yeah, it's a little pricey, you know. Victory Brewing Company is out of Downingtown, Pennsylvania. Let me see here. Java Cask. Bourbon barrel aging marries the impressions of vanilla and oak with the rich flavors of roasted barley and coffee in this complex and robust stout. The APV on this beer is 14.3. And brewmaster's approval by Bill Ron from Victory Brewing Company. So, yep, there it is. I have not seen a stout from this company. I know they make a lot of triples. They do some sours. First one I've ever seen on the shelf, so honestly I had to get it. Don't have my stout glasses anymore. Broke my second one the other night, so we're gonna roll with this. Well, for the glass I poured it in, that's a pretty good head. I give it a finger and a half. Color of it, it's opaque. I mean, you get like the tiniest sliver of caramel at the bottom. Retention seems pretty good so far. Cocoa head for sure. Soapy like all different kind size bubbles. Definitely getting chocolate. It's roasty malt. Smells sweet. Don't snort it. Definitely getting dark fruits out of this. Let's go ahead and give it a taste.
Cheers.
This stout has more of a it's very nice. More of an ale-like body to it. It's not. I mean, it's thick, but it's very complex. It's a little boozy on the palate. Going down, not too warm. Very malty. I'm getting chocolates. Not a lot of vanilla. You could definitely taste that this is sat in a barrel for some time. Definitely an older beer. I didn't want to show off, but I did get this Cracker Barrel sharp cheddar. But I did want to try it with the spicy cheese too, because I haven't done a stout with the cheese, but I thought that the cheddar would go good with it. So I'm gonna have to slow my roll. Forgot how strong this beer is. All right, so the cheddar took a lot of the sweet malty off of the back of it. It did dull down the barrel aged flavor that was coming out of it. Kind of the end of the mouthfeel with the cheese, the taste gave it almost like a oniony quality, which isn't bad. Very different. I'm not going to do both cheeses. I guess if we do a little after talk, I'll try it there and tell you guys what I think. But beer was not bad at all. I would definitely go and buy this again. I'm going to keep my eye out. So let's go ahead and check out what the beer man's got. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, dude. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. That was a great review, man. Looked good. It looks really good, actually. Tasty.
At 14%, it didn't come off like it's a shorter drink at all.
Right.
No, it had more of a ale-y barreliness than a darker coffee vanilla type stout that you would drink.
Ooh, danger, Will Robinson on that beer.
One thing that I read today was that lighter cheese with lighter beers, more crazier, robust cheeses, stinkier cheeses, saltier cheeses with the darker beer, with the stronger beer. So, and then that's one rule of thumb, I guess.
I agree.
But that's just what I read, you know.
Like I said, after everybody goes, I want to do the spicy with it and see.
Right. It's cool.
Excited.
That's awesome, man. Nice. All right. Bamboo's in the house. What's up, dude? Arcade, what's up? I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys help. You know, yeah. Will, man. I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, this is like a beer thing. You're more than welcome to be here, but this is definitely at the moment not for music. We'll definitely be going Shrilly here probably afterwards. So we'll see how it goes. Oh yeah. Well, cool, man. I guess I'll get mine out of the way. So I had something in the fridge already, and I was like, well, I kind of want to go see if I wanted to go see if the thing was open, if the bottle shop was open, because they closed everything down. So they didn't have any tables where you could sit in there and actually have something on draft. That you had to walk in. There's only 10 people at a time, and you can go in, get your beer, and leave. So that's cool.
Same here, pretty much.
But so I figured I'd go just to see, get lunch on the way, drive through only. But this is this is Strath Hendrick It's a Brugs out of Brugs, Germany. Is that what I'm Brugs? Belgium, whatever the heck. It's actually the name of the brewery is De Haveman Brewery.
Sounds
Like,
very Jamaican.
Valiant effort on my end. Good job, buddy.
It's
Nice.
a 9% Tripel Belgian ale. It's going to be sweeter, of course. I'm assuming. So hopefully that'll go good with the age. I got aged cheddar. It's in a big shamrock. It took forever to cut that plastic wax off of that, but let's open this up. It does have a date, actually. It's served in an 11.2 ounce bottle, 222, 219, so it's about a year old. These guys have been around since 1856. So yeah, let's open it. It's been out a little while too, so it should help a little bit.
I gotta agree. While you're pouring that beer, I gotta agree with Miscellaneous that definitely the cheese, like the cheddar style cheese with like an imperial or like that American stout, is definitely cutting down on a lot of sweetness. So if you want to pair something to dry out the beer, aged cheddar cheese or just cheddar cheese, sharp.
Yeah, definitely. Sweeter the beer, the more cheddar.
We'll see what beer man is.
Yeah. About a finger head. Just like a malty, springy fruit, like a I don't know, like a it kind of has like a berry fruit or like some kind of, I don't want to say dark fruit because it doesn't really have a dark fruit or anything. Maybe it's just real springy and like lifty and light and crispy and like kind of a citrusy kind of smell as well. Kind of a fruity citrus with this real crazy sweet malt going on. It doesn't smell like, it's just very malty, very malty and fruity. I don't know how to explain that. I don't have I get a real sweet malt though for sure. Lace out, it's already starting to kind of lace up. It's got an off-white head, frothy head, nice creamy together, nice little bubbles. About a medium rising bubble. It's hazy, somewhat murky to some degree. It's got a copper color to it. Can't see through it. It's got a bitter finish. Starts off sweet. Has kind of a citrus. Like a citrus. There's a little toffee in there. There is a little toffee or like some kind of, toffee. It's a bitter finish though for sure. It's really bitter. It dries off very quick and bitters off. Toffee, citrus, caramel, very caramely and sweet. Frothy in the mouth with foam and a little lifty on the tip of the tongue. It's really good. It's not super sweet because it dries off enough to kind of let that all go. I'm curious to what this cheese is like. I imagine this aged cheddar is a sharp cheddar. I have tasted it already, and I'll tell you what it tastes like. It is a little bit, it's sharp. It's definitely sharp.
Is it seriously sharp?
I think I've had sharper.
All right.
It's kind of dry and chalky on the cheeks and stuff.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
Down.
That makes sense.
Balances really well. You start to get that like the toffee caramels. Takes a lot of the sweetness away and kind of puts in the saltiness and the cheddariness. Like, you don't like full on taste cheddar, but it like, you know what I mean? It just balances it. It kind of, I don't know. It makes it more. It makes it easier to drink.
Is every one of the flavors kind of more round, maybe?
More rounded out, yeah.
Yeah.
Not so punchy.
Gotcha. That is cool.
Not bad. I mean, it's really cool how. The cheddar, that's crazy. It's a good mix. So
round in the mouth.
Oh yeah. Nice. Cheers, guys.
What's up, Big Houston? Welcome.
Big Houston, what's up, man?
How is Houston? Are you safe in Houston? Are you in Houston? I don't know.
I'm
He'd be
excited. I'm
dropping.
gonna let this warm up a little bit more.
All
Yeah,
right,
Imperial
man.
Stouts can definitely change over time.
This one was hard. What's the flavors that you normally get in a Tripel as far as fruit go? Because that was really hard to. I was trying to.
Banana, pear, sometimes.
I want to say banana. That's what I was trying to.
Yeah, that banana ester, that yeasty kind of
It's
fruity
like
ester.
a banana. It's almost more like a peely banana peely taste. Almost not as pungent. I've realized with that and people that put the pineapple into the beer that it's almost the same. It's not like bam bam pineapple like fresh juice in your mouth. It's got more of a musty darkerness to it.
Yeah, no, that's what.
Sometimes you get bubble gum too.
Bubble gum.
Yeah,
it's probably where the sweet was. I did get the caramel and the toffee. It was a caramel toffee definitely, but it was just I was trying to figure out what that fruit was, and it didn't taste like plum or dark fruits or anything like that. It wasn't like that at all. So yeah, that's definitely what it was.
The Tripel I've been on is that Sour Monkey by Victory, man, and I love that thing. It's an awesome sour poppy on the tongue. Absolutely dangerous sessionable beer at 9.5%.
Wow.
It tastes really great. But boy, it'll put it on you.
Well, lots of times too, they'll use candy sugars. So
Okay.
like beet sugar and stuff like that. So they'll put that to help boost the ABV a bit. And it might leave a little bit.
I get a cherry Dr. Pepper soda. I get a cherry Dr. Pepper soda kind of feel, or a Dr. Peppery kind of. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. It's weird.
It's crazy.
As it warms up.
Hit the cheese and the beer, and then it's like 3 weeks in a row we've gotten like soda flavors. We had Dr. Pepper, we had root beer Dr. Pepper. Now it's cherry Dr. Pepper. The play on these is insane.
Yeah, it's good. That's really good with the cheddar. That's delicious.
Good day.
What's up, man?
Hello.
Wait, or good day, man. Sorry, Milford's already been here.
That sucks, man. I can get a case of pineapples. It usually comes about eight pineapples to a case. It's about $22 down here. But I'm in Jensen, and that's their big claim to fame. This is like old pineapple plantation town,
Right.
from back in the day.
Yeah, like a great zone down there. Really good.
Big Houston's out hauling TP.
Oh, wow. Toilet paper? Come on, Bobby.
If you are, man, can we meet you on the side road? I got cash.
If you need toilet paper during the outbreak of Corona, it's because you drank too many Coronas, all right?
I've
Well, we're doing what we can to fight that by binding ourselves up with this cheese.
Well, that might make you need toilet paper too.
Oh man.
So
okay.
what's the scores, Bumpy?
Yeah. Let's.
Okay. So you all know I do the dog thing, dog approval afterwards. I guess I'll keep that going since I've done it each time so far. So, but first off, the beer by itself, the Old Speckled Hen. I'm gonna say it's like a 95 out of 100 for me. It's a top-notch beer by itself. It is very toffee forward, like I said, extremely sweet in that aspect of it. This cheese is like one of my new favorite cheeses. This would be great on doing the cheese and crackers with the truffles in there. You get that earthy mushroom flavor out of that, and
splurged a little bit, huh?
Huh?
Truffle cheese, a little pricey.
Well, it wasn't too bad. Now I got the sneezes. Now I'm probably sick, right?
It's all right.
But
I keep touching my face.
How's your fever?
It's getting hot in here.
You're getting blue in the lips.
The cheese, I'm going to give a 98 though, out of 100.
Wow.
Now the pairing, it was like perfect blend. Like I said, it took some of that sweetness out of the beer, brought up a little bit of the bitterness out of it. It just lets you taste a few different flavors that you wouldn't get without having the cheese with it. And it also kind of did the thing where it kind of mellowed out the cheese for a little bit. The cheese is still so strong that it came back with the cheese flavors afterwards. But it wasn't as pungent as when you just take the cheese and just eat the cheese by itself.
So you had cheese.
I'm going to say it was that.
So you had cheese and then beer and then a finish of the cheese flavor.
Yes.
Ooh.
So I chewed on the cheese, drank the beer, dulled down the beer with the sweetness, took away, like, I couldn't really taste the cheese. I had the cheese creaminess and stuff. It actually made it creamier because it was a very dry cheese. But having the beer and the cheese in the mouth, it creamed it up.
Thank you for not.
And then yeah, the cheese has such a strong flavor to it that it came back around again a little bit after drinking.
Hey.
So I think it's to me this is probably one of the best pairings I've ever done with beer and cheese. So I'm going to give it a 100. Why not?
I
think they go hand in hand together, these two styles. So I'm going to do the dog approval thing. And let me tell you, when I was saying, when my dogs came running out to meet me, when I opened up this package, couldn't believe it. I'm like, wow, this is going to be a good cheese. Well, I had to check to make sure.
For sure.
Had to check to make sure that truffles, that dogs could eat truffles.
All right.
I didn't want to poison my dogs,
Well, they get
so
dogs
it says here,
hunt
truffles are not toxic to dogs. In fact, they're so attractive to dogs that dogs are used to locate them. So that explains everything. That the dogs are super attracted to this cheese because of the truffles. So, Kobe, tell.
I also heard too, Bumpy Man. They use pigs, and they can hunt truffles as well because they're rooting animals.
Wow. Here we go. Okay.
Oh.
Smell it first.
Let me get that. No, like Kobe, man. Yummy. Okay, it's dog approved.
Dude, I know when you opened that thing and you walked away, the dogs were like, "Where's the cheese?" It's cheese time. I know it.
You were saying pigs too. Yeah, pigs are definitely used to do that as well. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, they like that, didn't they?
Yeah. Oh, and now Tully's out there drinking his water because it's got that. It's so dry, like I said. So I'm thirsty now.
It's dry like a turd on the Sunday.
Kobe's still hunting for more. Is there some on the floor? Could I drop some?
Probably.
You want to lick the plate? There's some crumbs.
What you got to say?
Hopefully not a lot, because that can go on forever. We were talking about a couple of us had the sharp cheeses, and that the sharp cheese, not like it killed the flavor of the beer. That's not the right terminology to use, but as Beer Man was saying, and kind of reminded me of the shape of a circle, round. It kind of made everything a little bit more round. The cheese kind of dulled out, or dull. It didn't dull the beer. The beer's great. It suppressed a little bit of the sweetness, and it kind of shined through with a little bit more of the sharpness of that cheddar cheese. And the way that this particular meat and potatoes dinner stout is going from Lord Hobo Brewing Company, Woburn, Massachusetts, it reminded me of more of the lactose and the creamy flavors of the cheese. And I think the beer kind of tastes like that too. I think the smoky flavor kind of held up well with that cheese. It didn't detract from the cheese. Again, the sweetness kind of got diminished, and there was a little bit of dryness. Yeah, definitely was a little bit of dryness from the cheese after drinking the beer. I think it worked well without making anything taste too dull or too uninteresting. So, beer, I did this on Stout Sunday. I totally forget what I rated that, but I'll give it a 93 right now. Yeah, pretty good. If you don't want an imperial stout, but you still want a hearty beer at 7.7, why the hell not? The cheese is seriously sharp. It's what it's called from Cabot. Not really seriously sharp, but it's pretty good for a little snack. Damn, yeah, Cabot cheese. $85. Why not? That's a good little cheese when you want a snack. Hopefully, most areas of the country should be able to get their little packages of these cheeses, or even the block. So yeah, $93.85. Pretty good. I'll give it a high B plus.
Nice. Perfect.
Mm.
All right, man.
That's
Thanks.
awesome.
Yeah, and a PBR. All right.
PBR.
Very Irish of you.
Man.
Oh, then you drank Old Speckled Hen. That's not Irish at all.
No, it's a beautiful looking beer though. Look at that. Jeez.
This thing is brutal in the glass. Boozy as hell. Actually, more that I'm sipping it, and then the warmer it got, when I sip it back and my palate starts to dry, it's letting off vanilla aromas. The coffee is not as pungent as I would think. I'm getting more of a datey. I don't want to say prunes because it's not prunes. The prunes give more like the tobacco-y style taste to me, in my opinion, my palate. But the beer by itself is freaking amazing. For Victory, a company that I've never ever seen a stout out of, which I see they make tripels, lots and lots of them. I go to the store, they have 4 different kinds on the shelf, and they also do one that they age in Pinot Noir barrels, so it's aged in a white wine barrel. The cheese, sharp cheddar cheese, man, I like it. The cheese is always an A+, Cracker Barrel brand, nothing fancy. It did work well with the cheese. The beer did. It did, like I said, it nullified some of the cask flavors. The barrel, it toned down the woodiness on the finish, and did bring down the sweetness of the malt. But it worked really well. Like I said, I got I don't want to say like a port cheese, but you get like some of those onion infused like cheeses that the people drink with the wine, and it left my palate with like that. But it was creamy, rich, followed through very well. The beer, 5 out of 5. If you can find this by Victory, I mean it's strong. I don't know how strong you guys are, but I saw this and I was like, oh, I gotta have that. Have to try it. Haven't seen it. Have you guys ever seen it from Victory? The Java cask?
No.
I've seen.
I can't. I mean, I've seen a bunch of stuff from Victory. I know I've seen a stout from them, but I'm not sure if it was that exact one. So,
together with the cheese, worked out very well. I will score it at a 97 with the cheese.
Ooh, yeah.
It was a high score. It worked very well. Offset gave me different flavors. I did not enjoy it. Worked very well.
Nice. That's awesome, man. All right, dude. We're pairing well today, right? That's what it sounds like. I know mine definitely paired well. As Thomas was saying, and as I was saying, it was rounded off. It took a lot of the, I was trying to get at what I was tasting, asking that, you guys, what is in it, and it's banana and bubblegum. Those flavors did come to mind, actually, after it's come to light, should I say, after tasting it. You do start to get that. I'm not too familiar with these, so I need to get more into them. I'm just, being honest. So it's real interesting. It actually took away those fruity flavors, that sweetness. Not the malt sweetness. The beer itself was still there. You did get a little more toffee, a little more malt coming out. The dryness was still in the back in the finish. So you're still able to feel that beer and still enjoy this good old cheddar. So with some crackers, this would be perfect, man. Or something like that, with a little hors d'oeuvre or something with cheddar. I mean, it's just amazing. With some green olives on it, some garlic or jalapenos. I mean, that would be delicious. I'm just throwing that out, but very good. The cheese alone, the beer alone, let's say is a 5. Off my scale is a 5 or 100. It's a delicious beer. I definitely recommend anyone trying that out. It was a $6 beer from Belgium, so it's, you know, imported through their companies or whatever. But the cheese, though, it was a Costco brand. Well, it wasn't Costco brand, actually. It was, I ripped off the other. I forgot the name of it. But
Kirkland, right? Huh?
yeah, I don't know. It wasn't Kirkland, actually. It was some other orange
That cheese
farm.
is dope, too. I like how you got the festive days shaped cheese. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Shamrock shaped cheese.
Yeah, they got festive for sure. I mean, that was cool. But the cheese itself was a little softer than sharp. It was a little more milkier, not so sharp as I would have thought. It didn't say sharp. It said aged cheddar, but I would imagine that means sharp, but maybe not. So, yeah, I didn't know. It doesn't mean that, right?
No, like you said, it hit you in the cheeks, and it was a little more. You said chalky or grittier. Yeah. It's a dry cheese, right?
Yeah, dry.
Yeah, it's very dry. So it's going to be more granular, not going to be as smooth.
Granular. Yeah. It was granular. It was definitely.
In my opinion.
Nah,
I mean, it doesn't mean that it's a bad
right
cheese.
Here too, dude.
It's just
the
longer the air hits it before they wax it, it's going to get drier, and it's going to get it just changes the texture. You do get different tastes that come out of it.
Fucking cheese, man. That sounds
good.
You
know your fucking cheese. That's awesome.
I don't know. I went to a business I'm in. I don't know.
I went to a place last October, and we left the cheese in the hotel. We're fucking idiots. In New York State, upstate New York, in like the wine-ish country. And we went to this, the family and I went to this, what do you call it? A farm. There you go. And they had all these like 12 different cheeses, and they had like local wines and beers you could pair with. So I had this IPA, and we're trying all these different, I was going to say barrel-aged beers, all these different aged cheddars, camemberts. I mean, and some of these nice Swiss cheeses. Some of that's really good. And I think a stout's a pretty good base beer, but I think just in general with a lot of food, even just a plain pale ale that doesn't have a whole, but it's got a good malty sweetness to it, but you might not want a whole bunch of hops in it unless it's a spicier beverage. I think something like that, it's got enough scrubbing bubbles and enough to kind of cleanse and reset the palate.
Right.
That it's really well. Sometimes lagers will be really good, but if they're too adjunct forward, it's gonna clash with some of the food.
Man, you fucking said that well, dude. No, that was straight on, like on point.
I think a Tripel works really good. Did your Tripel have any like peppery notes to it, or not really?
I didn't really get a whole lot of pepper or anything like that. Just more of a sweeter vibe to it, a little fruitier, sweeter vibe.
Sometimes saisons and Tripels can have that. I don't know if that's the yeast strain or not doing that.
I don't know. Let me see real quick.
Sometimes they add coriander.
Yeah, maybe.
Which can add like a black pepper type.
And a citrus as well. Doesn't coriander have like a lemon citrus?
Yeah, lemon and black peppers.
Lemon, black pepper. Okay. Well, together, I would. The cheese alone was definitely a 4. It wasn't bad at all. You know, it was an A minus. You know.
Hashtag scrubbing bubbles.
But I'll probably do a 4.5 on a solid 4.5 on both together. So, but not a bad mix. Very good. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Scrubbing bubbles. So you're saying?
Yeah. Just laughing. Actually, like I said, Victory does the Tripels, and they make one. It's called the Golden Monkey, and I tried that, and
I've had that.
It was very banana peely, like up front, musty. It wasn't compared to the other beers that I had from that company. It was not at all what I was expecting. Different kind of beer, and. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. I'd buy like a 4-pack or a 6-pack to split with friends, but I wouldn't want to sit down and get drunk on it.
More American,
a real good Tripel.
It was like
would be St. Bernardus, though.
St. Bernardus is great. Yeah, that I've got the dub.
West Mall Tripel.
And I mean, it's a high APV. I mean, I don't know if it's 9.5 as well, but it's either like 8.5. It's over 8. I know Victory makes some strong tripels, man.
Are they more Americanized though with the way they make them? Obviously, I mean they're using
It's made in the I don't know. I haven't ventured into that import, like super import aisle yet. It's a little pricey, and I don't know exactly everything that's on the shelf. But like I said, I'm gonna shoot a video for you guys, and I'm gonna go walk through the store, and I'll just put it up on my channel. And like I said, it used to be an old Circuit City, and this place is huge. Like their claim to fame is that they have 1,000 different beers at the store all the time.
The other store that's gone out of business is a lot of or I don't know if the whole company did. Borders bookstores and Borders Books, Music and More. A lot of those I've noticed have turned into liquor stores.
Our Borders in the mall, they're
yeah, they're like basically the same thing, the competitor to a Barnes and Noble. They're basically the same exact type of store to a T. A lot of them, I know, at least in my local area, we kind of have a little bit of a chain of stores. Well, I mean, little. I don't have a bunch next to me that all the Borders turned into these liquor marts, which is like your beer, wine, and which is basically a total wine. But now the Borders bookstores are for drunks. No.
All right. Bumpy's back, man. I want to do this. It's a 3-pepper Colby Jack. I think I did this last week. But I wanted to do the spicy cheese with this just to see, because I know it's sweet, spicy. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm gonna make you big.
I mean, and the cheese is very spicy. It's very peppery. It's not overwhelming. If you're not a big spicy person, you could still eat this. This is Boar's Head 3-pepper Colby Jack. I like that more.
Wow.
Cheese is a lot more rich. The beer is sweet. The heat from the cheese stays with it the whole time. Does not dry off. It's still tingly on the tongue. The aftertaste is definitely bringing out more of the vanilla notes from the oakiness of the barrel that it's been aged in.
Very nice.
And it gives I'm getting almost like it's putting a smokiness on the cheese.
Damn.
Man. That's freaking awesome. Different. So, yeah, that was it.
Nice.
I wanted to try something out while I had a nice quality stout.
Stouts go well with peppers and stuff too. So
we got some
like chocolate and heat and stuff. So
fucking trolls.
Get out
of here, horn dog.
I didn't see it there.
I don't want a horn dog in here. All right.
That was it. You guys got him for that.
Nothing good to you, horn dog.
Who the hell is horn dog? I've never heard of him.
He's got a dirty mind because that's his name, horn dog.
Obviously not. In prison, he's got 25 subscribers and no content.
What the hell did this guy say? Is your man?
Well, I've met good people like that, but I don't know who comes walking in the chat saying stuff.
Okay,
like
here's my 5 cents. What did Beer Man do to you to say these fine words, Mr. Horn Dog? Well, you're gonna tell us in seconds.
Did you rip this guy out?
I have no idea. It's kind of funny. Anyway.
Don't call them out. They win that way.
You're blocked for 5 minutes. You can be nice. I'm gonna I'll keep you here.
We are very nice people.
So, yeah, we are. Well, cool, man. This is good. I mean, we'll see how, I'm gonna keep these going, every Tuesday.
Beer and cheese. All right.
For real, yeah.
So
I moved jerky for Thursdays, so we'll do that if you guys want to do that.
Oh my god. Woo!
But I don't know. I didn't want to like really steer you or anything. We could see if it changed.
I need a break. Sometimes
I mean, I
breaks.
do like the Wednesday because it was on my day off, but I can do Thursdays. I don't give a shit.
That'd only be an hour. You wouldn't get too drunk or anything. It's up to you.
No, it starts at 8 now instead of 9, so that works.
Right. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll try and keep these at an hour, and if we go swirly time after, that's fine. Whatever. But yeah, no, this has been good. It's happy St. Patrick's Day again, everyone. Thank you, everyone on the panel. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it, guys.
I want to try that one that Thomas had down there. You show me that can again?
I know that one.
Potatoes.
Good distribution, I think, out into the rest of the United States from Woburn, Massachusetts.
The dinner stout.
You said a Hobo Brewing?
Yes.
I've seen that. I've seen that.
Hobo Brewing Company. I saw some guys do some videos. I forget their name of their channel. It escapes me. But they were out of the state of Michigan, and they talked about being able to get Lord Hobo beers in Michigan. So I'm guessing they're getting good distribution outside of New England. And they're really well known, the Lord Hobo, for doing their New England Pale Ales and IPAs. So, yeah, look for these guys. I think they're good. And at least in Massachusetts, they're everywhere in the liquor store. So at least one local beer company is doing it right, people.
That's cool. I'll remember that and go talk to my buddy at
Lord
the shop if
Company.
things don't get worse.
Yeah, this is going to be the way we're going to drink beer with each other in the near future, or right now, forever.
When we end, I might have to talk to you about a few things.
Good. Oh, yeah. This beer, I don't know about this beer at all.
That's a treehouse. Yeah, I like that shit.
Maybe.
All right. Well, man, thank you, chat. And also, thank you for being here. Corn Dog, I'm sorry we couldn't fulfill your needs.
Shrink
sorry. There you go. Nice. Put your wiener in there and clip it off.
I didn't know you were a moil.
All right. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I am gonna go. I'm gonna go a Schwilly, but it'll probably be within about 20 minutes after this, because I got to get everything ready and all that stuff, and say hi to my wife and all that. But
take Thomas
Logic,
down.
what's up, Logic?
Say bye to him before you go.
Now I'm watching you,
Here,
man.
Take him down.
Okay, whatever, dude.
Whatever, dude.
I'll just block your ass. Okay, I'm out of here. Love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Cheers.
Might as well.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Thanks for having us on.
Later, Bumpy. Hope I see you